Well, hello everyone. George Packard with Family Lawn and Landscape and my sidekick, Ron Matt Miller.
Hello everybody.
As usual, we're right on top of our game. Welcome to another edition of Late Night with George and Ron. Ron, that's a beautiful tie you're wearing. Tell the folks at home why you're wearing that tie.
Well, I'm going to tell you the reason why I'm wearing this tie.
Notice the color.
Yeah, black. We had a meeting today with,
Important people.
Important people.
Yeah,
District managers of, about 7 commercial properties. And this is, if you don't hire us, I'll kick your ass color.
Exactly. That's why he wore that. And this is my power yellow tie, which I actually, and I shit you not, found in a dumpster because I was dumpster diving. Kid you not. Swear to God. Did we not find these, Ron, in the dumpster?
You want me to honestly answer that
I
question?
better not tell him where we found the ties. But it's true. Tell him the truth.
It is true.
Found
The
him
guy
in the
was
dumpster.
moving out.
Throwing him
got
out.
him in his bag. He says, I need that tie.
We're wearing these ties. So, we did this. We got them on. We went to this meeting. Whatever. We actually didn't wear these ties. We were very professional. We went in there with dress clothes, things like that you never see us in, but we're very comfortable in what we're wearing. So.
Yes.
And it is Late Night with George and Ron. So, here's to you, buddy.
Well, here's to you, George.
You guys,
Yeah.
love you, man. All right, so we're going to talk about our day. Basically, just today. Started out in the morning. What's the first thing we did, Ron? Besides coffee, getting up, playing with the dogs, blah, 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 blah.
Well, we got our
Well, you
cruise
talk
on the
too
way.
much. But anyway, yeah, so we got the cruise out, going. Oh, then we get. Did you just fart?
No.
Oh.
No, it's just,
Oh,
it's just
okay. We're
fake leather office chair that George
It's
bought me.
pleather. It's pleather.
Pleather. Okay.
It's very nice
Pleather.
material.
Yeah.
It washes easy. The
It
guy,
does.
the salesman told me that.
Well, it's not better than listen to a salesman.
I know. All right. So anyway, we have one person that showed up this morning. First thing, Ron, I really wish you would tell the story, but you take too long, and that's why I had to jump in front of you.
I know. Go ahead, George.
Okay. So anyway, this woman, we just hired her. I don't know. Week ago, yeah. So.
Well, actually, this would have been our first week, but it's been about a week since we hired her. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead, George. No.
Raise your hand if you want to say something.
I know.
Okay. So anyway, we hired this woman, and she basically just comes to work this morning, doesn't have her uniform shirt on, she's got it in her hand. And we found out that there was some stuff going on with, whatever. We had like a car dealership call us up because they actually saw her getting out of one of our trucks. Excuse me. And they mentioned that she owed them money, this, that, and the other. But hey, it's none of my business. I don't care. I mean, they call their office phone because it's plastered all over the truck, whatever. So anyway, I don't care. So I says to her, I says, hey, I said, why don't you have your uniform on? She's like, oh, I got it right here. I'll put it on. Well, she also said she had to go somewhere at 6 o'clock. So she had to be back by 6 o'clock instead of working till 8 or 7:38, whatever. And she couldn't do it. I said, well, then you're going to have to follow the crew around with your vehicle, which she said she was going to do. Did she, Ron?
Yes, she did.
Did she show up at all?
No.
No.
She showed up at the gas station while
Yeah.
all the equipment and everything was getting filled up, and they texted her the address to where they was going to go to the first mole client, and that was the last thing anybody seen of her until this morning.
Yep. So then she texts us tonight, like an hour ago, and says that she had an accident, and she's appalled that none of us called her. Really? Are you shitting me? You're a liar. I confronted you about the car dealership thing. I said, I don't want that kind of crap coming into my business, yada, yada, yada. That's the very first thing that happened today. So she's gone down the road. But anyway, and I can make them decisions because I am management.
Yeah, I'm just the ass kicker.
Yeah, ass kicker and Powerball guy thing. Not really. My wife is in charge of everything.
She is.
I work for her, believe me. You know why? Because I talked to my attorney and he told me you work for her. Believe me, George, if you're smart, you'll stay married. I don't give a shit if you think that you got it tough now. You divorce her, you're going to be working 3 shifts, eating bologna for the rest of your freaking life and calling her boss. So therefore, I'm going to stay right where I'm at. Do you agree, man?
Well, yeah, I don't know that much about divorces, George.
The hell you don't? You've been divorced like what, 3 times? Twice? 3? How many? I don't even know anymore.
Well, I don't know. I'm gonna have to pull it up on my records. I'm not quite for sure.
He's been divorced a lot. You're a needy person. You find women, and then they're nice, and you get along really good for a while, and all of a sudden you're just like, oh, marry me, marry me, marry me, and then they do, and then all of a sudden everything turns to shit, and then you're right back here in the same boat all the time, only with less money because they took it from you.
Well, that's right. I mean, one thing about getting a divorce is each marriage, it gets pretty much split in half. First time I was married 15.
Wisconsin
second time
law.
7.
Everything's in half. Which
You know, if I get
not
married
true.
again, it's only going to be 2.5, 3 years.
God, man.
But I'm not going to, so.
No, he's not going to. So the whole point behind this
Yeah.
whole thing is you just don't want to get married, I guess. Well, at least in Wisconsin, because they get half of everything. And that doesn't count for child support, alimony, cost of the courts, maintenance.
Yeah.
Is maintenance. Really? Maintenance? I didn't have to pay maintenance when I met her. Oh, I should tell him about that whole story about, remember how, oh, this would be a long thing. I'll do a whole video on that, about all the money I've spent on my wife, and if I would have saved that money, I could have bought a hooker 7 days of the week, and my life would have been way, way, way better. But that's a whole nother video. We have to stay focused, Ron.
We got to stay focused. And the only reason he's telling you this right now is because his wife is out of town shopping.
Oh yeah, shopping, spending the money that I worked so hard to get.
But I didn't say that.
No, you didn't.
No.
But anyway, try and stay on focus. All right, so that's the first thing that happened today. Met with the district manager, went into this thing with these stores. Now, he's got 7 stores. And we were excited to be there, as always. You know, we want more business. Commercial properties. So we get in there, and there's 3 guys sitting across the table from us. And they are just nitpicking everything down to the bone. This is what happens on commercial stuff. They want this, 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 and this. And they want it for this price, this price, this price. And of course, they want all of this, and they want to bring your price down to this. So, where did we end up after like 2 hours of, you know, hi, how are you? Introduce yourself, everything's going great, blah, 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 to all of a sudden, you know, we're at the end of the 2 hours going like, holy crap, you know, but go ahead, Ron, tell me.
But you know what happens a lot with this is that, just like George was saying, you know, I mean, we know how much we have to, you know, make. And, you know, we actually got, after negotiating everything, we got to within $75 of each property. And I'm telling you,
$75 a month with
each property.
So we were close.
We was close, but you know, that's where our profit was. It's not a lot of profit, but you know, you're talking was $60,000 a year. And that's why we preach so much, is never underbid. I mean, yeah, you get all excited, oh my God, we're going to have, you know, 7 commercial properties. That's good for your image, that's good for your company, that's more exposure. But if we got to go in there and do it for nothing, we're not going to do it.
Right, and that's...
Okay, go ahead, Josh.
Thank you, man. That's where the rubber meets the road. When you're in negotiations with people for commercial properties, even residential properties, you know what profit margin you have to be at before you even go in there. We took the time, we measured the properties, we looked at the properties, we knew our numbers going in. We were within $75 of each other. And if we didn't make our profit margin, we're not taking the job because we're older, we're smarter, we've been around the block a few times, we know better than this. And the other thing is, I know damn well next year we would be bidding the same thing again because they're going to bid it out and they want their 3 bids all the time and it's just a bunch of bullshit. So I'm very disgusted with that. But
and other than that, I mean, yeah, I am too. Other than that, I mean, they was going to go with us.
Right.
And, you know, a lot of people would look at that, oh my God, they just turned down $60,000 a year worth of work. Well, you know what? Yes, we did, because it's like, you know, spending $60,000 on a new car and then giving it away tomorrow. Right. If you're not going to make any money on it, why do it?
Why do it? Yeah, and we look at everything. We do. We look at the exposure and it's worth a certain amount of value, but you still have to meet your profit margins. I don't give a shit what happens. You've got to meet those profit margins. All right, so that's the first thing. Well, it's the second thing, actually, we did. Then, I guess, what did we do? Oh, that is why I don't like commercial.
Well, then we did 5 other bids.
Right, we did 5 other bids, but before we get to that, that's why I don't like commercial, because these guys think because they have so many X amount of stores, they can come in and dictate to you what's going to happen, what the price is going to be, this, that, and the other. they may have had lowballers in the past. You know damn well they had lowballers in the past. You know, of course, because they won the bids. I'm not going in there to win that bid. I'm going in there with the mind frame of, look, they called us because we're a reputable company. They want better than what they had. Am I going to be their third bid? Absolutely. Are they going to bid it again next year? Absolutely. You're always their third bid. So and you got to go in there, know your numbers, bid the price right, and move on. If you don't get it, you don't get it. No big deal. This is just a typical day I'm telling you about what happens with us. Or what happened today. Not like we meet with these guys every day, but this is what happened today. What else happened today?